Hello Sagittarius, welcome to MoonDaughterEsoterica. This is your weekly reading for the week of November 9th through November 15th, 2015. Now this is a general reading for everyone born under the sign of Sagittarius. If you'd like something a little bit more tailored to your personality, please feel free to check out the video for your rising sign as well. That'll give you a little bit more complete picture of what you can expect for the week. And of course, if you would like a personal detailed reading, I offer those as well. You can purchase those either at my Etsy shop or send me an email for any other information or alternative methods of payment. And the Cash for Presley Cash GoFundMe page fundraiser is still going on through the 15th of November, so through the end of this week. And I will be continuing to donate 50% of all proceeds from any readings purchased during this time to the Cash for Presley Cash GoFundMe page. And I do appreciate all of you and want to thank all of you who have made donations to this page and who have inquired about readings so far. So let's get on with the reading for Sagittarius this week. The way these readings work, I choose a Wisdom of Avalon Oracle card to let you know what kind of energy or vibe you can expect to be flowing through your week. Then I do a 5-card tarot layout, and the final card we look at is an Angel Oracle card to let you know what kind of divine assistance you can expect as you move throughout your week. So Sagittarius, let's get started. Get all these beautiful stones out the way here. The first card is the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle card, and it's the Deer with gentleness and diplomacy. Deer has been showing up a lot this week, over the past week or so. And I think it's because we're really struggling to clear out the old, and I think most of us have gotten through that and have reached the other side. It's been pretty intensive. I've noticed with all signs, even during the week, the energy is clear, clean, get rid of, revisit, get rid of what you don't need anymore, or what no longer serves you. And of course, human nature, when we're going through so much change, can be one to be very rough and brusque. We don't like change. We fight against it. And sometimes that can come out from body language to the words we say rather harshly to those around us. So I think we're just being reminded as we get rid of all of this to continue with it, being gentle on ourselves and being diplomatic of others. Now, good news is it's almost over. On 11/11, which is a very powerful master number, we will be having a new moon. So at that point in time, which is Wednesday, at that point in time, that's the time to really launch the new direction you're heading in, to launch any new projects, to bring in the new. It's 2 master numbers, so you are really given the extra oomph, the extra energy, the extra blessing to go ahead with any new endeavors. So I think that's why we're really going through a crash course. Maybe some of us, I know I'm one of us, that hasn't pushed as hard as we could maybe in the previous months to finish off and to get rid of and to cleanse. So I think we're getting ready for that, and I think that's why Deer is showing up, to remind you to be gentle with yourself and others. Your tarot cards for the week. The first one is 9 of Swords upright. And as you can see, the figure's in bed in the middle of the night and she can't sleep. So Sagittarius, I know a lot of you have a problem with insomnia. So this may be a week, especially at the beginning of the week, where you may have some issues with it. But most of this is just your thoughts racing and haunting you as you try to go to sleep at night or as you try to rest. So any kind of mental break you can give yourself this week would be fantastic. It's one thing to think about things and look at your lessons and contemplate what you did right and what you did wrong, all of that stuff. It's another thing to let it carry on throughout your day and into your night, or to overthink things. The second tarot card we have for this week is 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So you may actually have some financial issues this week. You may have to do some financial juggling, or even ask for help. Excuse me. As the beginning of the week starts, and maybe these financial issues are what's keeping you awake at night. But overthinking, dwelling on them, focusing on what you don't have, rather than the possibility of getting help and resolving the issues is not going to do anything but tear you down. So you might need to ask for some help this week, Sagittarius, but that's okay, because there are people around willing to help. Your next card is the Devil in the upright position. So it's telling you basically, if you do have financial struggles this week, focus on the commitments that you've made. Obviously rent, whatever, focus on the commitments you've made and really kind of call the extras from your budget. It may be something that you've made a commitment to, but maybe you can postpone it a week or make a payment on it, but not pay off the whole thing. You want to get your basic needs met. You want to meet your commitments, but you don't want to let all of that take you to a place where you're like, you know what, I can't afford anything, and then go on a shopping spree. You are fire signs. Sometimes you tend to be impulsive and spontaneous in not such a good way. And so there's a real warning there, if this is the type of person you are, to watch that. Make sure you meet your commitments, but don't overextend yourself. And if you need help, definitely ask for it. Laying awake at night worrying about it, though, that's not going to solve anything. Oh, beautiful. Your next card is Strength. And I think that's really reflecting back to this deer and the diplomacy involved. You may have to shuffle around some bills. You may have to shuffle around some priorities or commitments you've made, not only on the financial or the material physical realm, but in all areas of your life. And it's much easier to get things accomplished and to get people to work with you on something, which this card is really calling for you to get some help in meeting your goals. It's much easier to attract flies with honey than with vinegar, right? Unless you're talking about fruit flies and they love vinegar, but that's another subject. But it really is all in how you handle yourself this week. You may be a raging, boiling inferno inside, but it's not going to do any good to lash out and take out all those negative energies and emotions on other people. And if you use tact and diplomacy and grace, because deer is a very graceful animal, you can negotiate all of these issues that you're having to juggle and switch around and move around for this week. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm getting another cold. Yay! My voice may be going in and out, I apologize, but I want to get these readings out for you. The final card is Eight of Wands upright. So I think there may be a little bit of a delay at the beginning of the week, but toward the end of the week, you'll really start to have the breakthrough. I do feel that, especially for you, Wednesday 11/11 is going to be a turning point. And while things have just been kind of stagnating, sitting still, you make a little bit of progress and then maybe not so much, and then maybe even go a little bit backwards, one step forward, two steps back kind of thing. I think at the end of the week, things are going to clear up actually very quickly for you, and you'll be able to move forward after the new moon on 11/11. So let's see what the divine assistance is available to you. This week we have Archangel Gabriel with leadership, and it says it's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. So I think you may have quite a bit of responsibility on your shoulders this week, Sagittarius, but you're the one to do it, which is why it's all falling on you. And maybe that's where some of the worry and some of the negativity may be coming from, because you really feel like everything's been dumped on you. But the reason for that is you have the charm and the guise and the intelligence to take a leadership position and line everything up and make it happen this week. You are powerhouses, and you may be facing your own limitations this week, but the reason you've been given such responsibility is because you are the appropriate person to handle it in this situation. All right, Sagittarius, that's really all the messages I'm getting from your cards this week. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, like and share this video. I do appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I will see you again next time. Thank you for watching.